Hello, my wonderful Taurus. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of your love life. So it's going to be your general love reading for the week here. So pretty much whatever comes out for you guys. Okay. So we have two messages for you guys. We have patience. Okay. And we also have third eye chakra. Okay. Seems to me that this could be a situation that's kind of like testing your patience this week. Here's what I will say, Taurus. When I look at this image, it's giving me the energy of like you've been working towards something and you have seen some sort of progress, but you're not entirely satisfied or it's not where you want it to be here. But you do feel like you have been putting forth the effort, or at least you feel like that's where most of your energy is going. So that could be a little bit of a, crummy feeling, or it could be something that makes you feel a bit overwhelmed when it's like, I'm really focused on this person or I'm really focused on this connection and I'm trying my best, but I'm not really satisfied in, when it comes to the results here or the outcome. And then we have the third eye chakra. So that speaks a lot about, your intuition being heightened this week, or you kind of needing to pay attention to consistent signs that are appearing around you. It may be one particular sign. It could be an angel number that you constantly, are seeing, whether it's on the clock, etc. But it is about paying attention to the signs that are being presented to you because there is a deeper message behind that. And I'm getting consistent signs. So you have either been, whether it's you're communicating with this person and you have been having like an intuitive hunch consistently, or maybe it's, you're seeing a sign in another way, but it has been very, consistent here is what I'm getting at. Now, I also feel with these two cards coming out together, for some of you, you have been very patient in this connection, but you're gaining some sort of clarity when it comes to what you should do moving forward. Like you could have felt very confused, but this is a week where you're, something is being illuminated to you, or you're having like an aha moment, like, wow, this makes sense, or, things are coming full circle. And I feel like I have more clarity in this situation here. I also feel for you guys. I know it's a third eye chakra card, but with the blue, I feel like there could be some sort of correlation to your throat chakra as well. There could be something that you're opening up about, or you feel ready to, speak your truth or speak on what you want in this situation here. It's like you have been held back, patient, observing this situation, but now you're like, you know what? No more. I have something to say, or I really want to be open. I'm tired of just being in this held back energy. So there's like a breakthrough when it comes to you actually being able to, or you actually taking the initiative and saying, you know what, I'm not going to be patient or be held back. I'm just going to express how I feel. Okay. So let's see here. High Priestess, you feel like you have been quiet for quite some time, and here's what I'm seeing, guys. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're not communicating with this person, but even if you were communicating with them, there are things that you are kind of just allowing. This is a very submissive energy. It's very it's also very passive. It's like, okay, this is happening, maybe it's upsetting me, maybe I'm not the happiest, but I'm not going to say anything about it. Okay, so you've kind of just been allowing this person to act the way that they have been acting, or you have kind of been allowing the situation to just unfold. But there's some sort of clarity that you want, and you feel like you can gain this clarity by, speaking up or speaking your truth here. Some of you could have also been a bit upset with this person, but again, it seems to me it's more like passive aggression. Like maybe you don't communicate with them the same way, but you haven't really been vocal on what's really bothering you. Does that make sense, Taurus? And I think that there's an energy of you wanting to speak up. We have the Lovers. Yeah, it's like you could be dealing with a Pisces or a Gemini, but it has a lot to do with you feeling connected to this person and saying, well, then what are we doing if we're not making a choice? There's also an energy This is very specific, guys, but like some of you truly believe that you met this person for a reason, or there's something very spiritual about this connection where it has not only affected other areas of your life, it has actually shifted your way of thinking and feeling and being. And so, with the high priestess as well as the lovers, Taurus, I see it as you, yes, wanting to kind of like speak your truth to this person, but I also see it as you feeling very connected to this individual, but not really wanting things or not really wanting to just allow things to happen and not really wanting to be in that, submissive or passive energy. Okay. So I'm going to start off by seeing how you're being viewed this week. Okay. Page of Pentacles. You may be reaching out to this person, or there's some sort of a conversation between you and them this week. Okay. Now, the page, it's interesting that they're viewing you in the Page of Pentacles energy. I feel like they are viewing you as having gained some sort of clarity or you've figured something out, because the Page of Pentacles to me is more like you're learning something, or like the student card. So it could be that this person feels you were kind of left in the dark about something in this connection, but you're gaining clarity on it. But I more so just see this as someone who wants to like communicate with you. It doesn't really seem to me that it's like, a conversation where you guys are touching on commitment. It seems to me that it's a conversation where you guys are catching up or just speaking to each other, kind of a surface level conversation, if I'm being completely transparent. We have the Death card. Some of you could be dealing with the Scorpio and the Two of Cups. So for these two cards to come out in the challenge position here, Taurus, this person feels like they have been affected by an ending that has, occurred between the both of you. The reason why this ending really, has affected them is because they still feel very deeply towards you. Two of Cups is someone who has a lot of love for you, but they're feeling urged to communicate with you, right? This card has a lot to do with communication, and the urge comes from, when you connect with your higher self, or you're listening to, what your intuition is telling you to do. So they feel that they want to communicate with you, okay? And as much as the Death card could speak about someone who's, deeply impacted by an ending, it also speaks about someone who has made a change. The Death card speaks about like death and rebirth, or some sort of internal transformation, but you would have to go through a situation and actually learn the lesson at hand in order to create that change within you. So there's something about like a separation or a disagreement that you guys had that made this person go within and realize what they need to work on or what they need to alter here. Okay. And they feel like there has been a large energetic shift, but they still feel very connected to you with that Two of Cups energy. Your differences, or the differences between the both of you, are definitely being highlighted this week. That could be something that challenges this person, because it is coming up in the challenge position. So it could be something that challenges this person. So it may be cultural, religious factors. It could be, opposing opinions, or, different mindsets here. But I do see it as this person is very impacted by that. Okay, so the way that you're viewing them, Nine of Swords, there's something about the situation that just really stresses you out, Taurus. As far as the Nine of Swords, I do feel like this is a week where, again, I was picking up on an energy of you wanting to open up or speak to this person or get something off your chest. The reason why you could feel that the situation or this person really stresses you out is because you feel like you're kind of bottling up everything you actually want to say to them. Okay, you may also be viewing this person as someone who's really up in their mind, where, maybe you feel like you can sense they want to be open with you, they want to speak to you, but they overanalyze pretty much every single thing that they communicate to you. And sometimes maybe you wish, kind of like, I wish you would just let your guard down, or I wish you wouldn't overanalyze every single thing so that we can actually see some sort of progress here. Okay. You feel this person does think about you, but you also feel like there's something here that stresses them out, or they tend to cause some sort of stagnation in this bond because they kind of live in their head a lot more with whatever they want to tell you instead of actually being open with you and communicating it to you. Hmm. Nine of Swords could also be read as unnecessary worries. So for some of you, you may feel like this person is like, um, thinking about the worst case scenario, or they're over analyzing the situation to the point where, they're talking themselves out of taking some sort of action, but you feel like it's, the situation, or sorry, the reality of the situation is not as bad as it may seem in this person's mind. Okay. So we have the Five of Cups in your feelings, and we have the Six of Wands. I think that you're definitely feeling disappointed, in how things have transpired between you and this person. And this week, you may find with the Five of Cups, there's, a bit of a focus on spilled milk, right? You're trying your best to not focus on that. Maybe you're trying your best to focus on your success or something else that's progressing for you. But in the back of your mind, you're not happy with how things ended, or there's like this uneasy feeling that you or there's this uneasy feeling that you get when you think of this person or this situation here. Hmm. What else do we have? Nine of Cups in your feelings, and the Eight of Cups. Some of you feel like walking away from the situation, even if it's for the time being, is what you need to do. Nine of Cups and Eight of Cups could be walking away from a situation because, an emotional, usually it's like a emotional component that's missing. So you may feel like, yes, I feel connected to this person, but if they're not going to do anything about this connection, or they're not going to be open with me, then I don't know, what I'm going to do except for walk away. Or with the Nine of Cups and the Eight of Cups, it could also be you looking out for yourself, plain and simple, right? Nine of Cups is a very independent energy. It's when you are feeling very fulfilled on your own, and you're saying, okay, well, I'll just choose to, focus on myself and focus on what's making me happy, instead of, thinking about things that make me feel otherwise. And very interesting here too, guys. Like, I can, flip the energies and read it in another way, where you feel like this person was giving to the situation until they were fine on their own. Now, I don't know what that means for you, Taurus, but that's how the download is coming through to me. So do you feel like this person was, consistent with you and giving to the situation until they came into some sort of success, and you feel like they maybe changed as an individual, right? These are things that are obviously possible as well, because Nine of Cups, Eight of Cups, and Six of Wands could be where someone has walked into some sort of success, or they felt very independent or on top of the world, so they chose, sorry, to neglect the bond with you. So there may be a question for some of you of, was this person involved for selfish intent? Or it seems like now that they have everything they need, it seems like they're treating me like someone that they don't desire, or a connection that they're not investing in as much as they used to. Okay. So something else I see in your feelings here is, you feel, for some of you, you feel like this person was connecting with you, and you were with them when they were going through some sort of troubles, or when they were kind of like down and out, if you will. But now you feel like there's some sort of like selfish intent here. That's how some of you are viewing this person. Okay. The Strength card is clarifying the Death card, and we have the Page of Cups clarifying the Two of Cups. Yeah. There's something about like wanting to open up to you, right? With the Page of Cups and the Two of Cups. But when you have the Strength card, that's someone who's not only having a very hard time doing it, it's almost like they're trying not to think about what causes sorrow or pain. Whether it's trying to numb the pain, and whether it's, using a coping mechanism, or quite literally saying, I don't want to think about that because that affects me in a negative way. Page of Cups and Two of Cups is someone who wants to speak to you. I do see that, but Page of Cups is like opening up to you to an extent. It's telling you that they care for you and they want something more, but it's not, completely being open. It could even be a little bit of emotional immaturity there. And the Page of Cups is also associated with, your imagination, or fantasizing. So like I said here, this person could be more up in their head about this situation. And you may have a question of, when they're communicating with you, is this person saying what they mean, or are they just telling me what I want to hear in the moment? You really doubt this person's intentions, or that's what's happening this week, is what I see. Some of you could be dealing with the Libra. We have the Justice card in their feelings, and we have the Page of Wands. A lot of pages here. Maybe children in this dynamic. We have the Ten of Cups in their feelings, okay, and the Chariot. You could be dealing with a Cancer or another water sign, Pisces, Scorpio. So Justice, as well as the Page of Wands, is someone who is wanting to restore some sort of balance, okay, speak their truth. When we have the Ten of Cups and the Chariot, with the Justice and the Page of Wands, there's an internal battle that your person is facing. Whether, what I see is it's between, coming forward and speaking their truth, or trying to push forward or move forward from this connection while they try their best to accept what has happened. Because what's causing your person to feel uneasy is they're not denying the connection they feel with you. They still feel very connected to you, but there is an internal battle of, do I make things right or do I, move forward? Some of you may, not be communicating with this person, or there's very little contact where they feel like a lot of time has passed by. The temperance. Yeah. I do believe they want to make peace with you, but I still see it as something that they're very, very conflicted about. It's like, do I want to come forward and do this, or do I just want to, continue to move forward here? And there's a bit of uncertainty with the Page of Cups. So even if this person connects with you, that's something that you can sense. You can sense that either they're not completely sure, or you can sense that there are certain things that they're saying that are just not making sense to you emotionally. Okay, Knight of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. Okay, what's the Knight of Pentacles? 10 of Swords, Three of Swords, Two of Wands. Okay. Taurus, I can read this, a couple of different ways. I'm going to tell you what I'm getting here, and I know it's probably not a message you want to hear, but I want to be completely transparent with you. Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, right? So Ten of Swords clarifying the Knight of Pentacles, which means you are dealing with some sort of hurt. Let's just acknowledge that. You're dealing with hurt or betrayal in the potential outcome here because you feel like you have invested in a situation, or the Knight of Pentacles is a very patient energy. First card for you guys, patience. You feel like you've been very patient with an individual or a situation, and it ended up backfiring on you. So that's something that you're working on healing, okay? Now, the Pro of the Ten of Swords, the worst of it's over. So, there's not anything you need to expect to happen or anything of that sort. Then we have the Three of Swords and the Two of Wands, which is some sort of a waiting game, or you kind of feeling very distant from this person, but the hurt is outweighing the hurt is outweighing the desire that you have to work something out. Some of you are feeling very defeated, where you're wanting to accept this ending as some sort of like a form of betrayal, and you're trying your best to move on. This is very specific. Your person here with the Justice, the Ten of Cups, Temperance, Chariot, and the Page of Wands, when you were connecting with them, this could be someone who was offering you, something small, but you guys did acknowledge you had a very deep connection. But the Justice, Ten of Cups, and the Temperance could also be a message of someone who is working on something else. Okay, so again, this is a general read, right? So take it how it resonates. If you are aware that this person is in another situation, the reason why you may view them as selfish is because they're going back to another situation to make peace or work on the situation, even if they don't feel entirely satisfied. Or you have a gut feeling that you are not the only one in the picture. The Justice, Temperance, and Ten of Cups, guys, it could be someone who's going back to like a past relationship, or like, a past marriage even, and working on it, trying to mend things. And they're wanting to communicate with you, and that's what's causing the mental conflict here. But what I see in the potential outcome, even if it's not about this person working on another connection, that's not going to be the energy for all of you. There's something about you feeling very betrayed by this individual. So I'm not sure if it's someone you want to give a second chance to, or you feel like it's a much needed break. You need to take a much needed break from this individual. Six of Cups. Yeah, I do see them missing you and feeling connected to you, but there's like this internal battle that this person faces when it comes to either making peace with another situation, or leaving, a situation behind and connecting with you. Or, like I said, it could be someone who's just up in their mind about the past, right? Five of Cups in your feelings. They could be aware that they walked away, or there was a separation, and they're having a hard time believing that you guys could come together again. But I can't say with certainty that this person has made a firm decision that they are coming forward and they're going to be connecting with you because of a commitment, or in hopes of a commitment, because this person, they do have commitment on their mind, but their energy is a little all over the place is what I see in their feelings. It's like wanting to either keep a situation peaceful, or make peace elsewhere, and then make peace with you, or there's some sort of interference that they're having a hard time acknowledging. And the cards of communication, we have the Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and the Page of Wands, but that's not really the clarity that you're seeking. That's kind of like the bare minimum, or someone giving you just enough to make their way back into your life, or open up a conversation with you. Okay. So that's what I'm getting for you guys. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.